So here we are. We are January 8th, 2023. Sorry about the shoddy camera work. Um, so, this is Darci's Corner, and my life has improved a great deal in the last couple of weeks. My social life in particular has just taken off. And I am so very grateful for the options and the opportunities that I have. Now, Christmas was a hard time for me because I did spend Christmas Day with a couple of very good friends of mine, and they were going to be alone that day too. That's why they called me. And they said, "We're going to be alone today, and we want to have a little meal, and we would like to have you come out with us. If you want to stop by the store and grab something." That was Christmas Day. So I couldn't grab the thing they wanted me to grab because it was Christmas Day. And if I had planned a little bit to spend time with them, I would have had more supplies for that. So it was a real meager Christmas meal for all of us. And they were kind of bummed because a relative had just died like a week before, and there was a whole bunch of drama behind that. And then they invited me out to a different thing, but then they canceled it because they got a call a couple days later that very day, Christmas Day, another relative of theirs had died of a drug overdose, and they found that out a couple days later. And they're like, "Yeah, we were gonna have you out for Ukrainian Christmas because they do that. Like, we decided not to have it because we're just not really feeling up to it." I'm like, "Yep, that's fair." But anyway, um, but otherwise, I was alone during the Christmas thing for most of it. And I'm watching other people post pictures of them and family people and kids around and stuff, and I'm like, okay. Like, anyway, I was real sad because I wanted to go sit in one of those couches and watch those kids run around and be part of that for any of it. And then I had someone invite me, well, kind of invite me to a Christmas on January thing that they were going to do because they had a crappy Christmas and they were going to have it New Year's Day or New Year's night Eve. And then they're like, "Oh, well, we didn't really know you were going to come and you're trans, so you better stay home." So that was like, a really sad time for me. Hold on a second. Had to blow my nose. Anyway, so you go, "Why are you bringing up all this sad stuff over the Christmas time?" And like it's January 7th or 8th, so we're a week past that now. Well, even though that part of things really was hard and sucked and was terrible, um, I kind of solidified things with my girlfriend. So we have a somewhat informal relationship agreement, and it's good considering where I was at before. I'm in a pretty good place with her now. And I have another friend of mine who is going through a rough time. And she was around me on that New Year's Eve. I didn't notice her that night. She's like, "Oh yeah, I was in this place and that place." I'm like, "Oh, I was there. I didn't notice her there." Um, but now me and her go hang out on weekends and do stuff. And I have a much better social group now. Um, and so I feel a lot more like me. And then I was looking at my makeup and my face the other day, and I was checking out pictures and stuff like that. And finally, it's been over 4 years since I've been doing my transition, but finally I'm starting to see myself in the mirror. When I see my face now, I see Darci. I don't see that guy that used to occupy my space. I see me now. Uh, if you look at my picture now, you can see that my 5 o'clock shadow is not there. It's not there because I have it covered with makeup. But the laser's getting better and it's going to take it away eventually. So, like, those are huge, massive gains. Now, you can hear my voice is still what it is, but, this is a big thing to take on all at once. And now I have girlfriends, chicks I hang out with who will, like, help me do my nails, although I don't know how to do my nails. Or they'll help me do my hair. My one friend gave me this haircut, and it is absolutely rocking. I am so happy for it. Um, it's not too short, but it still frames my face nice, and I can see, and my bulging forehead isn't as prominent as it was because of the bangs. And my life is moving forward in ways that are very positive and powerful, which is good because I had such a horrible um, December, really, in terms of my self-esteem and not liking where I was at socially and whatever. Uh, Now, I still have a major challenge in front of me because this month I don't really have the money for the rent and all the bills. And I've got some big bills. And I called some debt consolidation guys, like, oh, sure, you just give up your car and everything will be fine. I said, well, am I supposed to drive? He says, well, you can Uber. Well, this idiot doesn't know that I live in rural Alberta, and most of my jobs involve me doing industrial things. And they kind of need you to be able to get there. So giving up my car didn't seem like a very good option for me. Nonetheless, I have options, and I feel good about my chances of getting gainful employment here relatively quickly. Uh, my roommate's moving out, which is good and bad. It's good because he has some personal hygiene habits that I find to be a little annoying, but it's bad because it's money I'm losing. Although he wasn't paying very much anyways. He wasn't even paying half the rent or any of the utilities. Or I guess he was just paying the utilities and hoping I'd cover all the rent. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it was, he's moving out. So that's a bonus and a negative at the same time. I would still really like to have a boyfriend, but I can't get a guy to show up. So things are not looking good there. You go, well, Darci, you have a girlfriend. Well, yes, I do, but she's a very, as per our relationship agreement, she only has like 3 or 4 hours a week to put towards me. And she's like, you need more than that, so go find another person to fill in the gap. Which I agree with. I need more than that, and I want to fill in the gap. Still, she's wonderful. And I'm not limited to a boyfriend. That's just, never really had one, so that's kind of why I'm shooting for that. But if another girlfriend comes along who's okay with our arrangement, then that'll work out well too. But life is full of surprises. But one thing I'm pleasantly surprised with is how much support I have in my area. And I'm in rural Alberta, where it's just not a very queer-friendly place to be. But this is my home now, and these are my people. And I keep adding to my Darci people, the group that I hang out with, and it just keeps getting better. So I think that 2024 is going to be a great year for me. I think that my bees are doing quite well. I think that I'm going to have options this year that I haven't had before. And so I'm very optimistic about my future. So Darci's Corner, and I think I'm going to post this one because I'm pretty happy about it. Life gets better if you keep at it. Positive environment. Watch who you let in your space. If you have a choice, let in the good people, and the people who are holding you back, let them go. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to have a showdown with them. Just let them go and move on with your life with the people who are going to be there for you. And if they're not going to be there for you, they're not your people. So that's my advice. Darci's Corner. Find your people. Peace.